Hello, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Practical Research 1 Ways of Organizing Literature Review. Again, I'm Dr. Annabeth Lopez. Of course, our expectation, as usual, then our goal is to how to be coherent in writing your review of literature. How do we organize it? So in the previous lesson, you have learned the dynamics of collecting literatures from different sources by means of tabular form. You are reminded to get literatures that correspond to your research variables. You have filled up different information of the literature you have gathered by means of authorship. Year it was published, type of literature, publication, findings and conclusion. I know you resulted to gathered many literatures, maybe 10, 15, or even 20 literatures from different scientific sources. Now, we are going to organize what you have gathered. So, we have here, let's provide an information on the table. Use the research abstract below. Write your answers on your notebook. Title, author, year, type, publication, findings, and conclusions. So this is an example. Journey to Emmaus, effects of Project Hero to the professional life of the teacher researchers of a school. Dexter V. Fernandez, 2019 ResearchGate. Abstract is adult education as a new trend in developing the competency of the adult learners in the fourth industrial revolution necessitates for its implementation globally. In this premise, this article explores on the effect of an adult program entitled Project Hero seminar and workshop about American Psychological Association or APA 6th edition and Mendeley software usage. Findings revealed that the experience of the participants was mirrored to a journey path and road to enlightenment. The paths were wandering, grasping, and realization. On the other hand, the roads were competence, application, and empowerment. Thus, these establish the positive impact of the program to the professional growth of its participants. The misadventures of Bok and Nonoy. I know by this time you have searched many literatures from the library or from the internet. Have you used the different internet platform in searching literature? Have you tried Google Scholar, Eric, Springer's, ResearchGate, Elsevier, or ProQuest? There are a bunch of literatures waiting for you there. Maybe you are like Bok, now that even in his streams, he can see the studies around waiting for you to read. Well, I think you find it hard to organize them all. Do not worry, this lesson is for you. You will not be dreaming of those again because this lesson will allow you to arrange them properly. There are three ways of organizing the literature. Number one, categorize by variables. 10 or more literatures that are comprised of books, journals, theses, or dissertations or online publication are hard to organize. In organizing them, you need to stick on the variables you have considered and they will be basis of your research of your searching. On this manner, you can segregate them according to what they are discussing. So let us consider the example of the live experience of the grade 11 working students during COVID-19 pandemic. So in this research, you resulted to these variables. Grade 11 working students, life during COVID-19 pandemic, effects of COVID-19 pandemic, and education during COVID-19 pandemics. So as a result, you have searched on these studies. So maybe you research A, adolescents' pro-social experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic, association with mental health and community attachments. B, knowledge, attitudes, anxiety, and coping strategies of students during COVID-19 pandemic. C, supporting the continuation of teaching and learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. And D, effects of COVID-19 pandemic in daily life. If you will categorize them by variables, you will have the following. Grade 11 working students, adolescents' pro-social experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic, associations with mental health and community attachment. Life during COVID-19 pandemic are knowledge, attitudes, anxiety, and coping strategies of students during COVID-19 pandemic. Effects of COVID-19 pandemic. Effects of COVID-19 pandemic in daily life, education during COVID-19 pandemic, supporting the continuation of teaching and learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. You can arrange them by importance. After categorizing, your literatures by variables, you need to arrange them by importance. The question is, how can we arrange them by importance? Through arranging them will be subjected because you will decide and choose what literature is more important than others. You need to be guided by some criteria. You can be guided by relevance. On this criterion, you need to answer the question, is this literature directly connected to my present study? In what manner? By means of this, you can have a concrete reason why you considered a certain literature as more important than the others. Quality. On this criterion, you need to answer the question, is this literature scientific? Is it peer-reviewed by experts? Well, you can answer it through looking at where it was published. If it came from renowned publishing company, educational institution, or established websites, then it assumed that it is in the good quality. Assumption. On this criterion, you need to answer the question, is this literature affirmative or a negation of my study? If the literature you search is an affirmation of your study, better place it in the beginning of your literature review. However, if it is a negation, better place it at the last part. We have also connecting literatures. After arranging the literatures that you search, now it is time for you to connect them because these are already categorized and arranged. Literatures that discuss on the same topic and same assumption need to be connected, drawing similarities from each other and to the present study. However, the literature stressing on an opposite finding should be differentiated with the other literatures. So connection of each ideas. So write through if the statement is um, right way of organizing literature and false if it's not. One, the variables of the study serve as the basis of what you are going to search. Two, gathered literatures are organized according to importance. Three, literatures are arranged solely based from the intuition of the researcher. Four, there is a need to identify whether the gathered research article is scientific or not. And five, research articles coming from established scientific and reliable publication are a good source of information. Now, can you please try to organize the following research titles based on the ways of organizing literature review? Remember that you are working on the academic challenges of the senior high school students in a rural school. Use letters A to E. Write your answers on your notebook. So, A to E, according to importance, maybe, or the connection, or how relevant it is to the title, academic challenges of the senior high school students in rural school. Number one is meta-analysis of effects on student performance across disciplines and education levels. Student performance vis-a-vis study habits. Sleep disruption among students with impaired academic performance. For identifying factors that influence senior high school students' performance through social networking sites, an exploratory case study. 5, analyzing students' performance using educational data mining. That would be all. Thank you very much. Submit your work output through our practical research notebook and always be prepared for our short quiz. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.